Hello everyone and welcome to this new scenario where we're going to be going into the alternate future of WICSO. So let's begin. So first up we're starting in what is modern day in WICSO, and we're going to be going into the future probably in a different per se timeline here. And we're going to begin over in the Libyan Civil War, which will get a bunch of foreign support, and let's just say that this team doesn't win, and this team won't win in the Mediterranean country. And then the green team will be pushed out and liberated by will be taken by the democratic forces over here. The new goal is to pretty much unite Libya under one. And so we see that happening. Eventually then they capture the capital, and we see the end of this dictator in Libya. We will officially see them leaving the Russian team, and we will take a look at a peace treaty. And in this peace treaty, we see the Libyans return back to normal. Well, normal-ish. They're ruled by this democratic government, which is put in here, and it's a full democracy. It's not flawed or anything. It's actually full. But of course, the Mediterranean country gets its former land back. And well, yeah, they are gonna do some pleasing of the people here after that civil war. They're rebuilding. And so we move on to Russia, who, due to losing a member of their alliance, is angry. So what do? Well, they recruit someone. It's actually shocking, too. But you see, the ones they recruit, it's actually Australia. They join. That's all the members that join, though. As Brown Argentina is currently about to be coalitioned, so they're not gonna last long. But oh yeah, speaking of which, we're gonna have to get to that. So yeah, these members are still together, but not for long, as these members are still together, and they will declare war on Brown Argentina. We'll kind of put all this under one specific force, the red team, even though they're not the only ones. For the sake of all this, we'll just put it under there. But yeah, it's not gonna let. It doesn't, it won't, it can't. And now we will look at a very simple peace treaty. So yeah, let's take a look. So in this peace treaty, we see the restoration of borders. As this part will go, not all that. Not all that. Okay, so this part will go over to the green team, as this is their original land. And the red team over here will get their original land over in Uruguay. So yeah, now Argentina has been reduced, and their ideology. So yeah, the coalition is broken up, and The brown team has had a new ideology, which means that fascism is completely erased off of South America. So now that technically means that there's only one fascist country left. That's right. The only fascist country left in the world now is now officially Red Australia. But they won't fall yet because they're holding down strong and with a Russian alliance too. Now another thing to keep in mind. So, the Mesopotamia Accord, which the AN set in place before, like, the AN set in place, like, when the Americas and China was in power, they do not want to keep that around anymore. So they put up an AN vote, and everyone agrees with that. So the Mesopotamian Accord is no longer in place. What that also means is that the red and blue team are finally able to unite. Will they? Find out soon. Actually, yes, they will, but give me a second to find the color for the old empire. And their answer to the call of unification was absolutely yes. And some people in this Circle Economic Alliance decide to reunite the old empire. Now, not everyone will join this. This will pertain to the ones that do join. So, the ones that do join are this country, this middle one, of course, this one, and this one. So the ones that remain, like these two, don't join, and then this one doesn't join either. So, yeah, that means that, officially speaking, the old empire is back. But will the Mesopotamian Economic Alliance collapse? No. It's gonna stay. It's gonna stick. It's also still gonna use the same currency too. But it's like the same currency is also just gonna be in like the old empire anyway. But yeah, we've finally come to a time where the old empire is a thing that can exist again, finally. And because the old empire is back, I don't think it's right to have the square team have this shape anymore. We're changing it. Give me a second. So yeah, it's official. The cross team is back. Still technically the same Russian alliance. But we're just not calling we just changed the shape back to the square team because it seems right. But why do we still have the square here? Well, it's simple. We're dragging this shape back down to the old empire. As the old empire will start back up the square team. And it'll be against the cross team. Who will join? Well, here's who joins. First up, we see the Farmers Union. join into this alliance. Quite an old ally of the old empire. So it does make sense historically. So yeah, they're back. Someone else who joins is Poland, who has heavily been weakened because of Russia and the Great War, or not the Great War. They've been heavily weakened because of the war with Russia, so they're back. And another one who joins is surprisingly Libya. Simple reason for that. It's actually because Libya is kind of an old empire ally after the whole democracy switch. And then another one who joins is Persia. This one's just because of like the ties with like the alliance. What that also means is because of that, the ties with the alliance also kind of pretty much sticks with like this country over here, who has an absolute low quality square, but we'll roll with it. With that, there's also ones who join, such as give me a second. Egypt, Sudan, and I think that's pretty good for the web of countries that do end up joining the square team. Also, actually, wait, no, there's a couple more. So yeah, let's just give this big square back. Another a long-time ally who rejoins the square team. The America rejoins the square team after a long time. Another one that joins is Brazil. They're not really a long-time ally, but since they're democratized, they do have better relations with like the old empire, pretty much. And then I think that's everyone, actually. The square team's back, and to no avail. But we will still see Russia mess around. It's just that the square team is back better than ever. And it's just honestly, we could see this. We could see this get even worse. But before we do end up ending this video, we will see one final country get invaded by the Russians. One that has historical ties. The brown country will be declared war on by Russia. This is a simple war for them, as there's little population over here that could stop the Russian advance. We see them already capture the capital. Maybe we see them capturing these cities down here. And they spearhead up to this city. spearhead up to this city. And yeah, that's all their cities. So, and once this whole front line over here gets solidified a bunch, you see the rest of this team surrender, as they can't really fight on anymore, considering that all their cities have been captured. And let's take a look at a peace treaty. Yeah, so the Russians fully annexed the brown team, which doubles their size and makes them pretty much almost what they originally were in the past, as they had a lot more of this land, but they lost it due to their collapse. But yeah, this is where we'll end this video off. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as we're trying to reach 500 subscribers. Let's see if we can make it. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a new video. Peace out.